plant community. Are you ready for March Madness? Because I am. Hello, plant community. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Pam, and today is all about how mad you are about your plants. Now, for all of y'all that's been watching me on a regular, welcome to the first ever 2022 PEMA Championship. That's right, plants everyone is mad about. So what I did, and I'm blessed to actually have all my member of my family in my household had actually participated, and what they did was actually went through my collection and they picked 4 of their most plants that they felt they were mad about. Now, granted, they're not plant lovers or enthusiasts such as myself, but I am very grateful that they were willing to do that. And so each one of us, as I said, we picked 4 plants, and out of the 4 in each individual selection, we as a team, as a group, as a household, voted to see which plants would actually make it into the semifinals, and then we did another vote to see which plant actually made it to the finals to actually win the championship. So yeah, so let's just get right into it. I'm going to start off with my first 4 picks. My first 4 picks versus my daughter's first 4 picks. Now, my first 4 picks was the Silver Sword versus the Silver Splash, and then the Monstera Adansonii versus the Hoya Crimson Princess. So, the Silver Sword versus the Silver Splash. Now, let's get right to that. The Silver Sword is a very beautiful plant. As you can see, it's very full, it's very lush, it's been growing vigorously in my collections. And then you have the Silver Splash, where it's just starting to trail. It has very beautiful silver hues with the leaves contrasting with that matte green color, and it has a velvety feel almost to the leaves, and it's kind of thick, almost leathery like. Very beautiful plant. Outside between the two, the winner of course was the Silver Splash. Yes. Now the other 2 that I did select once again was my Monstera Adansonii versus the Hoya Crimson Princess. Now, who can deny the Hoya Crimson Princess, you guys? As you can see, this plant right here that I have in my collection, it is very full, it is very lush. I love the creaminess of the leaves. If I didn't have it on the trellis and actually let it trail down, the trails is extremely long, it's very full, easy care plant. Who can deny it? Now, of course, my Monstera Adansonii, as you can see, it's very long, it's very full. It's really one of my #1 plants in my collection because I've had it ever since it was small, and I've actually am responsible for the growth that you guys see before you. So between those 2 plants, the winner was, yes, if you guessed it, you guessed right, and that would be the Monstera Adansonii. Now, between the Monstera Adansonii and the Silver Splash, both plants are easy care. Both plants can pretty much almost thrive in any type of lighting conditions, with the exception of my Monstera Adansonii. I do prefer a little bit more light, but my Silver Splash can pretty much take any light that you kind of throw at it and it will still grow. So the winner in my household between those 2 plants, you guys, and if you thought it, you thought right, and yes, it was the Monstera Adansonii. So let's give a hand applause, everybody, for that plant making it into the semifinals. Now, my daughter's 4 picks, let's get right into it. We have the Ficus fruvi, Hoya currii, the Philodendron micans, and the Aglaonema pink Dalmatian. So yes, we got the micans versus the Aglaonema pink Dalmatian. Who can deny either plant? Let's take a quick look at the pink Dalmatian. It's very pink. Who doesn't like pink plants? I mean, I love the pink color. Isn't that highly sought after? That pink is talking to all of us, you guys. But it's matching the dark green that the leaf provides, and it's a very beautiful, very hardy, very easy care plant. Now, as far as the micans, everyone loves the micans. It's a very sought after plant. It's beautifully trailing in my collection. Who can deny the velvety leaves? as well as the different variegations of color as far as the tones of green. You see light green, you see maybe a darker green, and who can deny that pinkish hue, I would say sometimes bronze-like color in the back. And it's very beautiful, it's very delicate, it's hanging down, very easy care. Love any light, it likes to dry out. So yes, that's definitely a winner in our collection. And the winner between those two plants were, yes, the Micans. Yes, definitely the Micans. We can see why it made it to the semifinals. Now the other two plants, we have the Ficus ruby versus the Hoya caryi. Now the Hoya caryi, as you can see, it is starting to grow now. It's really peaking up. It's getting some new baby leaves on there. And who can deny the heart shape, the thickness of the leaves, the texture. I love the thickness of the stems. It's very beautiful. It's just one stem, but it's just trailing up, and the hearts are getting bigger and more pronounced, and you could just love it. Versus the Ficus ruby. Very full plant, as you can see. Once again, another sought after plant with the beautiful color and the hue of the pink. Who can deny it? And let's not forget the waterfall color effect that it gives you on the older leaves, as it's turning from pink to a creamy color into its rich darkest greens. So two very sought after plants. Which one made it to the semi-final round? And that would be the Hoya caryi. So now we have the Hoya caryi versus the Micans. Both plants are pretty much easy care. Hoya caryi, you can set it and forget it. It lets you know when it's thirsty, when the leaf starts to be thin, and then you can just fill it up with water or flush it through and it becomes juicy and plump once again. Then you have the beautiful philodendron Micans that also is very communicative with you when it tells you that it needs water, because the leaves will curl up in a shape. You give it a good drink and it opens right back up. Takes all types of lighting conditions, and we just already went over the beautiful felt velvety leaves. Now, of course, which one would you say won to be in the finals, you guys? It would be the Micans. That's right, guys. If you thought of that, you thought correct. So now they both entered the semifinals. The Micans versus my Monstera Adansonii. Which one would you pick that you believe could make it into the finals? Let's take a quick look at each plant again as we make a decision. So the Monstera Adansonii, as I said, we can deny the beautiful leaves. It also has a velvety texture. It has those beautiful fenestrations. It's a vigorous grower if it's given the right lighting conditions. Versus the beautiful Micans as well, which is also a velvety feel. We can go on and on about the color, the beautiful trails, and the rewards that it gave. Now, which one made it to the final, you guys? Which one would you pick? But the one that we picked, you said it, the Micans. So the Micans is actually up in the final round, you guys. So as we keep going through this championship segment, my next episode is going to be my husband's 4 picks versus my son's 4 picks. And y'all can stay tuned and follow me along as we can see which one of their plant selection will make it into the finals. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm having fun actually doing this particular segment, and I really shout out to my family for them participating and even giving me the opportunity to actually do this. So comment below, let me know, you guys, which plants would you have felt between the ones that we picked, which ones you thought could make it to the semifinals and actually into the final round that you guys just seen. Comment below, let me know what you think. I'm looking for anything that you can actually provide, all information that you want to give us. So keep in mind, guys, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planting things, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Any support that you give me, I appreciate it. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world, you guys, and until next time, much love. Bye.